Yes, student. Now I am starting first chapter of organic chemistry of 12th class. This is haloalkanes and haloarenes. Student, the first core chapter of organic chemistry is main basic organic chemistry. First one is haloalkane and haloarene. Second one is alcohols, phenols and ether. Third one is aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acid. And the fourth one is nitrogenous compound. Along with student, there are three more chapters. They are the subsidiary chapter, but they are also have the equal importance. Student, very first I am going to introduce the common content. That is how any of the chapter is getting proceed content wise, that is starting to end. So in all the four chapters we will see the common contents, and in the exam the question will be asked from each content. Okay, 1 mark or 2 marks. In such a way the 28 marks are distributed. Getting? So, in each and every chapter, the content will proceed in the similar manner. So, which are these contents? Very first content, it is introduction of chapter. Okay, which is given to you. Like if it is haloalkanes and haloarenes. So, what are haloalkanes and what are haloarenes? Where these compounds are utilized? What are the role of this compound in our society or in our life? You know, the organic chemistry directly related to organism. That means what? That means these compounds are prepared, that is synthesized or utilized by the organism, plant or animals. So these type of phenomenons are introduces in the first one, what? Introduction of chapter. Getting? One more question can be asked from the introduction of chapter. Like the second chapter is alcohol, phenols and ether. Okay, so what are alcohols, what are phenols and what are ether? What are the differences between them? What are the applications of alcohol? Nowadays, the corona becomes very fatal, and to secure by the corona, what we are using? We are using what? Sanitizer. We need to clean our floor properly. We need to clean our belonging properly. So all these things are done by using the alcohols and the phenols. Isn't it? So this is known as the introduction. The second content is classification. Now in this content we will study about how many type of classifications may be done for a particular chemical compound. We can classify the chemical compound on the basis of various things. Okay, like we can classify the substance on the basis of hybridization state of carbon of main chain carbon chain. Okay, we can also classify the substance, okay, on the basis of number of carbon atoms, okay, directly attach attached with what? Functional group. With functional group. So it may be the classification. And these content will be common for all the 4 chapters. Okay, when we will discuss a particular chapter, then we will study the detail of this content. The third one is, this is nomenclature. Nomenclature. Student, it plays the most important role. Okay, it is because we must know the name of organic compound which we are using. So it is necessary very first to know their names properly. We can give name on the basis of 2 things. First one, the nomenclature on the basis of common system of nomenclature, and second one is the IUPAC system of nomenclature. Getting? So both we have to do very intense study. It is because sometime in the question the compound name can be given by common name and sometimes it can be given by IUPAC name. Even the distinguish of 2 compounds or how to compare any compound with other compound, how to write chemical reactions, how to write chemical equations. It is very necessary to identify compound by their common system of nomenclature and by their IUPAC system of nomenclature. So student, again 2 marks question are commonly asked from the nomenclature topic. Nomenclature we have already discussed in class 11, but in short, therefore in this class we will discuss nomenclature and describe and comprehensive form, so you can grasp good marks in the exam and you can understand the chemistry with better manner. The 4th content to which the chapter is getting proceed is isomerism. Then this isomerism. Student, now you know in the 11th class the content is introduced isomerism, but again in the short form. Okay, we have find its definition and the classification, that is the type of isomerism. Student, but in the 12th class we have to discuss isomerism in very comprehensive form, not only for organic chemistry but even for coordination chemistry. Also the isomerism plays very important role. So isomerism, you know student, this is what? 2 or more compound having same molecular formula but different structural formula, they are called isomers, and the phenomenon is known as isomerism. But student, other than this definition, we have to introduce some more definitions of and type of isomerism. Like here, the isomerism is mainly of 2 types. The first type is known as structural isomerism. Structural isomerism. In structural isomerism, okay, we will discuss 4 types of isomerism. 2, 3 and 4 types of isomerism. These 4 types of isomerism is first one known as chain isomerism. Okay, second one is known as position isomerism. Third one is known as functional group isomerism. Functional group isomerism. Yes, student, content number 5. Okay, this content is method of preparation of compounds. Method of preparation of compounds. Student, this is very important for industry. Okay, for which we are studying here, isn't it? that is what method of preparation of different type of compounds. Student, you know that in very early time it was considered that the organic compound is having covalent bond, but that time we didn't know about the covalent bonding. Therefore, the scientists named it the organic compound is having a specific type of bonding which they named as the vital bond. Vital bond, that is the bond which is made by the cord, and being it is made by the cord is having the vital bond, having the coordinates nature. Therefore, we cannot prepare any of the organic compound. That time we knew only about preparation of inorganic compound. We had no knowledge about the preparation of organic compound. You further know the first compound which was prepared in the laboratory was urea, and it was prepared by inorganic compound. From that time, the revolution takes place in organic compound, and now the scientists were able to know to prepare different type of organic compound. Therefore, the fifth content is belong to method of preparation of compounds. So, in this content, we will discuss lot of method of preparation of different type of compounds, and therefore, what the method of preparation of one of the compound, that is one of the chapter, will become the chemical property of another chapter. Therefore, we have to discuss in very comprehensive form. Student, at least 3 to 4 marks question is asked from this content called method of preparation. That is, student, after that, when we learn how to prepare compound, now we have to discuss what should be its property. Therefore, now the sixth content is what? Properties. In properties, again we have to discuss two things. The first one is the physical properties. Physical properties of chemical compounds. What about the physical properties? Physical properties, that is, what is the physical state of compound at room temperature, what should be the color of compound, what should be the nature of compound, what is the order of compound, what is its solubility, what is its boiling point, what is its melting point. These are the properties it produces in physical properties. So I am writing here the first property. This is known as what? Physical state. Physical state. Okay. The second property we will discuss here will be what? Order. Order. The third property is what? Solubility. Solubility. Order and color. We will discuss in the same content. Order and color. Solubility. Now, what about solubility? The solubility of compound, that is when any of the compound is dissolved in particular solvent, then how will it behave? So, in solubility, we have to discuss two things. First one, the solubility in universal solvent, what? Water. And the second one, the solubility in organic solvent. Organic solvent. Actually what? In the solubility, we are following a particular concept. This is called like, dissolve, like. Okay, so it depends on compound whether it can be dissolved in water, or if no, then which type of organic solvent we can use to dissolve the given chemical compound. It is because for the chemical reaction, it is necessary to dissolve the compound in water or any of the solvent. Now, if it is what? Solid in nature or semi-solid in nature. So, in solubility, we will discuss this thing. This is under what? Physical properties. Okay. So, in the physical property, we are discussing what? Physical state, order, solubility, solubility in water and in organic solvent. Number D, that is next one is called boiling point, okay, and melting point, boiling point and melting point. So these four properties we have to discuss under the physical properties. So student, from these content, the 2 marks questions are allotted commonly. Okay, commonly the 2 marks questions are asked. So if we discuss these this content in previous 3 chapter, then it will help us to study our next chapter. Now the content number 7. Okay, this is the most important content of our organic chemistry. This is what? Chemical properties. Chemical properties. Chemical properties means the chemical behavior, that is the reaction of any of the organic compound with any other organic compound. Here we will when we will react the 2 compound, it will form a particular compound. So it will become what? The method of preparation of other compound. In chemical properties, we have to discuss lot of content. The most comprehensive part of the chapter, it is what? Chemical properties. Chemical properties means what? Chemical properties means a chemical reaction. And what is the meaning of chemical reaction? The meaning is breaking down of older bond and the formation of newer bond. So when we will discuss chemical properties, we have to discuss the structure of that particular chemical compound. That is, which type of bonding is present in the atoms present in that chemical compound, which bond is most easy to break, which bond is difficult to break. On the basis of it, we will discuss the chemical properties. So some will be the common chemical properties and someone will be very specific chemical properties, which is known as the miscellaneous reaction. In the chemical properties, again some of the chemical reactions are given the name on the basis of scientists who developed that chemical reaction. Some of the chemical reactions name, that is terminology, are given on the basis of the formation of intermediate. Like we are saying electrophilic reactions, we are saying nucleophilic reaction, sometimes we are saying electrophilic substitution reaction, electrophilic addition reaction, similarly nucleophilic substitution reaction and nucleophilic addition reaction. Sometimes we are calling free radical reactions. So these reactions terminology are given on the basis of the reaction intermediate form. Are you getting? Some of the reactions are given on the basis of the process to which the chemical reactions takes place. Like we are saying halogenation, we are saying nitration, we are saying sulfonation, we are saying alkylation, acetylation. Getting? So these are the terminology given to the particular reaction on the basis of the reaction takes place. So from the chemical properties content, at least 5 marks questions are asked. That is the highest marking is in what? Chemical properties. Actually what? The chemical properties and the method of preparation. These 2 content are related with each other. Okay, I told you very earlier, the method of preparation of any compound becomes the chemical properties of other compound. Getting? And the chemical properties of compound becomes method of preparation of other compound. Therefore, these 2 content are most important content. Student, after finding the chemical properties, now we will see applications of the compound, that is uses of these compound. Okay, some questions are asked, that is at least 1 mark question is asked on that content. The 9th number content, this is called distinguished taste. Distinguished taste. Okay, that is how do you distinguish alcohols to phenol? How will you distinguish aldehyde to ketone? How will you distinguish phenol to alcohol, phenol to ether, alcohol to ether? Okay, carboxylic acid to aldehydes. This is called what? Distinguished taste. In the distinguished taste, we have to write a particular reaction. Okay, belongs to compound given in the question. So chemical behavior is to be checked here, not its only structure. Like if we say what is the difference between alcohol and phenol, so we have not to say that alcohol is having alkyl radical and the phenol is having the alkyl radical. No, not like that. Here we have to discuss their chemical behavior. Okay, and one more content is there. This content is known as what? Conversion. This is known as conversion. Conversion, that is what? How to convert one of the compound into another compound. This is called what? Conversion. So the distinguished test generally asked for 1.5 mark, and the conversion again it is asked for 1.5 marks. Okay, that is in the section of 3 mark question. These two questions are asked as A and B, called what? Distinguished test and the conversion. Conversion, it is very comprehensive content. In the competition exam, the conversion and the distinguished test, it is asked at least 3 to 4 questions are asked on that content. What? Conversion and distinguished test. Conversion content we will discuss when all the 4 chapter study will getting completed, because in the conversion we can convert one of the compound into next compound, that is the compound of first chapter, into compound of last chapter. Like how will you convert haloalkane into siloalkane or amines, isn't it? So here the first chapter and the last chapter is there, and in between these there will be the second and third chapter.